Hey, hey,
Hello, and
hey.
welcome everybody to another edition of episode
Episode.
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 I look. I have okay. Before we even start today, I got to tell you, I have two brain cells,
Okay.
and they both aren't visiting with me today.
Are they like fighting with each
They are
other?
fighting with each other, but
Mm-hmm.
they're not even in the room.
No.
That's where they are. So, hi everybody, welcome to another episode of the award-winning recovery podcast, Get in the Herd. My name is Nathan Mitchell, and I am here with the incomparable, the gorgeous, the most magnificent, the fabulous
Oh my
Justin
god. see,
and
see.
Monique.
I'm just. It's just me, you guys.
I am here with the amazing Monique. Let me tell you, I am so glad to have you in. And today, Monique, welcome to the show. Today, I thought, you know what? Let's keep it easy. And let's talk about, I know, right? And let's, no, we ain't in a Kanye West here. Is that a Kanye West song?
I don't know. I was just kind of like making my own soundtrack,
I
you
don't know.
know.
Somebody told me it was a Kanye song.
Easy. I don't know.
Easy like sun. All right,
Then
we going
yes.
off the rail on this one.
Okay.
Anyway, uh, sorry. We're talking about
Bunny.
fun in recovery today because you know what? I need a little fun in my belly. In my
Get in
belly.
my
Look at one
belly.
right to the belly. We are hungry over here. We are hungry.
Yes.
We ate big giant meals, and now we ain't hungry. We're ready for naps.
I got the itis.
You got the itis.
Yeah. Ready for a nap.
What's going on with you?
Nothing, we are just excited to have we have our monthly Wellness Wednesday
Whoop whoop,
tomorrow.
Doug Levy.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be here.
I
I
know.
know. But that's okay. We'll be back next month with him. But we've got some yoga, trauma informed yoga, and some sound healing.
Mm.
So it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe for sure.
The sound healing, the trauma informed yoga. There's a third, isn't there? Another session?
No, usually there's a third session with Doug,
Uh huh.
and we do like some light exercises. Ciabatta, which is not as fun as
Isn't
it
that a
is.
bread?
It's like I don't know. It
Ciabatta
sounds
bread?
like a bread, right? But it's like some type of exercise. It's not as fun to do as it is to say, for sure. That's for sure. But that's okay because we have a little bit of a break for that from this month. But
There are a
we'll be
lot
back
of
at it.
exercises that are way more fun to say than to do.
Yeah.
Burpees. Burpees are funner, more fun to do than to say.
I
Or,
think burpees are the bane of every
or other way.
person's existence.
Yeah, burpees.
Yeah.
I just like saying the word burpee.
Burpees.
Burpee.
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 Burpee. So we're talking fun and recovery. So tomorrow we got the Wellness Wednesday.
Mhm.
That's the last Wednesday of every month here, right?
It is.
What's going on? So we're getting into. I can't believe it's almost May.
I know.
Can you believe it?
It's my birthday month.
Is it?
Yeah,
When is
May
your birthday?
7th.
Oh, you're a Taurus.
I am a Taurus.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Do you celebrate for the whole month?
I do.
Yeah, right.
I'm like one of those people that's like, it's not my birthday today, but my birthday is in 13 days. In 13 days, it will be my birthday.
Yeah. And you know what I do? Because my birthday month is June, and I
Yeah.
celebrate the whole month.
Yeah.
Right. It's all about the pride. And I don't celebrate my actual year because
Like, who cares about
needs to
that?
know? I celebrate anniversaries of my 28th birthday.
Was your 28th birthday like your favorite birthday?
Well, I don't remember much from it because it
Okay.
was a long time ago.
Okay.
But wasn't that long ago? I
Yeah.
just celebrate anniversary. All right, we're going off the trail.
Yeah.
What's going on over there, Justin? You all right?
He gave us a thumbs up.
Business. All right. What else? So your birthday month is coming up next month.
Yes, and so next week we've got outdoor rock climbing with the
All
participants.
right. So
Yeah, so we've been doing indoor rock climbing for the past few months, and now that it's nice outside, I know everyone's itching to get outside. I mean, like I really am too. So this next week, the guys and the girls we're both going to be going outdoor rock climbing over by the river. So it's exciting.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Cause that's what I hear a lot from people new in recovery is that like, well, now what do I do for fun?
Right.
And that's probably a common thing. Did you figure out?
Oh my God. Like, the first few months, you kind of just keep yourself busy, right? To like not like act on any cravings or like obsessive thoughts. But then it's just kind of like, okay, well, now I'm in this groove and now I'm getting kind of bored. Like, I need something to do. And for me, very Taurusy, I love food. So, like, one of my favorite things to do is like get really dressed up with my friend Pam, or like
Ooh.
Dixie. We get super dressed up and like we go on friend dates. So, it's really cute. We might order a little mocktail here or there, and take lots of pictures, booze free babe it. So
Booze free babe. What did you say?
yeah,
Booze free what?
booze free babe.
Booze free babe. I
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
I like that. What else? What kind of stuff do you do for fun? Like you eat out, obviously.
I
What
eat
else?
a lot. I like hula hooping. I know that sounds really weird, but like I love hula hooping when it's nice outside. You can catch me on the back porch in the backyard
Cash you
hooping.
outside?
Catch me outside, catch me outside near the river, pool.
Just hula hooping.
I love hooping.
Who? It's like a whole
It's
hooping.
a it's a thing.
Hooping.
Yes. Yeah, I was an insured performer. I told you this. You
Wait,
guys, Nathan doesn't know a lot about my different past lives. One of them was being a performer.
you were an insured hula hoop
I was
artist.
I did fire performance, so I
Oh,
did
oh, yeah,
fire
yeah,
hooping,
yeah.
I
I
did
did
regular
right.
hooping, you
Fire
know.
hooping.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
whole thing.
so tell me. So, are you gonna fire hoop this spring,
No,
summer?
I'll regular hoop. I don't like the weights of fire hoops. Like they're a little bit heavier.
Do you have to wear like a special asbestos suit or something?
No, you usually don't wear a lot of clothes.
But
Very tiny
but
costumes.
wouldn't you want to? I mean, the fire, the
Yeah.
flame.
Yeah.
How do you not
Y-
burn yourself?
You just wear like really tiny outfits.
Are they fire resistant,
No.
retardant, whatever the word
No,
is?
but I wouldn't recommend wearing like wool, you know?
Well, no, because
You
you're gonna
know?
go up like a
Yeah,
yeah,
no. I
yeah.
wouldn't do that.
Sheep are very flammable.
Yeah,
Flammable.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. How do we know that?
Well, what are some other things that we can do for fun and recovery?
I think the biggest thing is for me, I can really isolate. Like I have all these extroverted characteristics, but like I'm super introverted. But like when it's nice outside, we kind of get out of this hibernation of like winter, cold weather, and just like get out and socialize with people. Whether that's, Richmond, here in Richmond, we have a lot of like we have the James River, which is a really big hub of like life, and we have like Maymont Park. Just go out, you have the VMFA, just go out and kind of socialize with people. You can't just fill, well, for me personally, I can't just fill all of my free time with meetings. Like I can't do it, you
No,
know?
no, no, no. Right. And you know what's really cool too is I find that I actually like, I I actually have money to go do those things, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
today we went out, we went and grabbed lunch, but I mean, like last night, like I'm like, I ain't feeling the whole, cooking things.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't have anything in the house either.
I'd never
So,
keep food in the
oh
house to
God,
cook.
well, if you know me, you know that I keep a lot of food in the house, and yet I've got nothing, and like my car is at hashtag car problems,
Oh,
hashtag yeah, hashtag it's gonna be okay.
yeah.
You got hashtag I'm home and hashtag I'm like Thai food and hashtag DoorDash. So,
I ordered some curry last night
ooh,
and I spent $30 and they forgot my rice. So like what do I do with all of this curry chicken but with no, I
without
guess I
rice.
could just eat.
You didn't call?
No, I
I'm like,
didn't.
what are they gonna do? Run out with a little tiny thing of
Yeah,
rice?
it already took like 45 minutes to get there.
That is
So,
the worst though.
I know.
I've ordered DoorDash like 3 times in the last 2 months, two
Yeah.
weeks, I'm not that bad. I don't usually order that much. My car has been effed up and blah blah blah, and so I've been ordering out or ordering in, and they never remember to bring me utensils. Now I live in a house and I have
Oh.
utensils, but I'm
But
always
you're
out.
like,
I'm like, I ain't trying to wash more dishes.
no.
Like I'm already paying you to come and get, and I like tick the box that says, bring me some silver, some plasticware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah, and
Me
they never
too.
do. They never do.
Yeah.
But you
Me
know what's
too.
funny? Like these are like the first world problems.
I know they really are.
Like, yeah,
My robot delivery person did not bring my rice. Oh my god, speaking of fun though.
okay.
So the guys, you guys are all doing like some big cookout next week on my birthday.
Oh,
Just in case you guys forgot, next Saturday is
eh,
my birthday.
nah. How about that? Well, that's right. The guy. So yeah, like one, because like one thing that does happen to a lot of us in recovery is we
Mhm.
like to eat.
Yeah.
Yes, we do, and
Yeah.
we, here at the Big Shen, of course, we are always happy to get a grill out and throw some dogs, throw some burgers on there, and grill our little hearts out. And with COVID, we still had a couple of cookouts. We kept
Yeah.
them very, quiet, not trying to get around anything. It was just we weren't inviting
It's low key,
the low key. That's the word I'm
If you
looking
know,
for.
you know,
Right, right, right.
you know.
If you know, you know,
Yeah,
right? And we always
we
know.
know. Yeah.
But now now that things are opening back up a little bit, like you're right. So we're having one for our men, one of the men's houses next Saturday, and we're inviting. It's sort of a father son thing.
I mean,
Um,
that could definitely be in June, like when Father's Day is, but like, who am I to throw ideas out there,
I,
you know?
I think Jesse had a reason for this, and
Yeah, I
and I
think
don't
he
think he
did too.
told us.
I think he did too.
But I think he might be out of town. I don't know.
Probably. That's
Probably,
probably what it
yeah.
is.
I don't think I will be there. Um, but I might. I don't know. I like food.
You might swing through,
I might. I might.
grace them with your
Yeah. Well,
presence.
because it's always fun because you're right. So we'll have somebody DJing usually. Y- I don't know. I mean, this is a house party, so it'll be a little more low key
I was gonna
too.
say if there's a DJ there, the girls are having a cookout next month too,
Hmm.
and so I want a DJ,
You should.
and
You
also
know.
I don't want hot dogs. I want a taco bar. I've been talking about tacos since Testify Tuesday.
Well, okay. So let's talk about tacos because tacos don't do well on the grill.
I mean, but you could have a taco bar. Like you could literally have options like chicken.
You can have
I,
options like chicken.
in my mind, I can visualize it, you
I
guys.
mean, I get you
You
on
know,
that, right? Right. We could do all kinds of things, but a taco bar
you know,
doesn't grill well.
we can have sombreros.
That might be.
I mean, it's
That might be. That might not be. That might not be okay. I don't know. Well, wait a second. Are we? When is Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo is
It's
on the 5th
it's on
of
the fifth.
May,
Right.
Nathan.
Well, yeah, yeah. So wait, that's Friday then, right?
No, it's a Thursday
It's a
because
Thursday. Okay.
yeah, my birthday is on Saturday, which is the 7th. So
So your
2
birthday.
days before that, it's a
Your birthday's the
Thursday.
7th. Okay. Okay. So
You
wait.
guys, let's see how many times I can throw that in here during
Right.
this show
Right. 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 So, well, your month begins on the 1st
on Saturday. You know, on Sunday.
on Sunday.
On
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah. I'll be in Bedford this Saturday. Um,
With the white marker
yeah, well, we're
project.
gonna go pick it up. So
Okay.
yeah, we took the White Marker Project to Bedford, Virginia, this past Saturday, and I was kind of laughing when we got there. I'm so glad that we were able to do this. We were at St. John's Episcopal Church in Bedford. Beautiful,
Hmm.
beautiful church, and Bedford is really cute. I had never been, so it was cute to go. I knew it was gonna be cute because I just kind of knew.
You just felt it.
I just felt it.
Yeah.
It has cute town energy.
Okay.
CTE.
Okay.
You know.
CTE, guys.
Yeah, right. A little
CTE.
CTE, and so we drove, and it's about 2.5 hours from here. And we took a truck with a big giant trailer. Do you know 4 tanks of gas? Well, two cars, so 2 tanks of gas each.
Really?
2 tanks of gas each,
Just to go two and a half
just to
hours
go.
away?
We didn't even make it all the way on 1 tank of gas with the truck.
That's
Well,
crazy.
because it was pulling the big giant heavy trailer with all the stuff, and then we left the
Oh.
trailer in Bedford, so the truck was able to get back on the.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was not. It was all. We spent a lot of money on gas,
Oh my
but we did it, and I'm really glad that we did do it. Because it's a mobile memorial to individuals we lost due to
yeah.
addiction and addiction related causes, and it's an opportunity. I look at the names because we put it up. So if you don't know what we're talking about, the White Marker, I didn't mean to talk about this, but the
No.
White Marker Project is this mobile memorial, and it's white crosses that we have it kind of set up in two different ways. We have them on uh, individual fence sections, like a chain link fence
Yeah.
section that can has feet that move, and we put sandbags, and the crosses will get put in there with a sign on there explaining what they are, and then we'll take if we have space, and we did, we'll take them and we'll take hundreds of them and put them in a field. So
Mm.
it almost looks like Arlington National Cemetery. And the way we've been doing it, so I've been setting this up now for 3 years. I've been part of setting up this for different places, and now when we go and do it, we've kind of got it into it. We were almost in military fashion. It was really cool. We had caution tape, and we'll stretch the caution tape out across the length of the field, right? And so you can measure by the caution in the middle. You can measure how far to put them. So we'll lay out a row, and then we'll pull up the stakes, and we'll put the stakes down, and then we'll measure out, another row, and we'll put them on the angles so that when you look down, you get these beautiful diagonals. And we did pretty good. It was getting
Nice.
almost military precision on this, and it, there's definitely room for obsession because David, one
I
of the
could see
participants who was
that.
with me, and we got a little OCD on that. But anyway, the point of it is that we're talking fun and recovery, and although it can be sad, because as we're putting these crosses in, we're coming across our friends and
People
family,
we know. Yeah.
people we know, and we're adding names too. Like the three people who went with me to Bedford. Two of those three hadn't done anything with the White Marker Project before,
Hmm.
so that was new to them, and it's always powerful when I go do it. I usually it's gonna be hot, and I get into a mindset of because I'm a person who looks at the negative sometimes.
Hmm.
I get in the mindset of, oh God, I have to do this thing, and then I get to do it, and
Hmm.
it's like, oh, and it becomes because we had fun, and I realize what we're doing is we're memorializing our friends who are not
Hmm.
alive anymore, and as we're picking them up, I'm looking and I'm like, oh, there were several I pick up and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this guy, I know this guy, and this woman, and I'm like, oh, I got a little happy memory there,
Yeah.
a little happy memory. I'm like, oh, this guy, I've got a painting of his in my office,
Oh.
Phil, and so that was really special. And then the four of us really bonded. We went and had they were having prom in Bedford.
Oh
Well, it
my
was really,
God.
really cute because like
Oh.
everybody around, like Bedford's a tiny little town, and everybody was running around in their little the little prom outfits, and it was like 85 degrees. It was hot, But we were trying to go because like I'm one of these people. I'm like I'm gonna go somewhere. I want to eat like somewhere local. Like I ain't trying to
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try
Yeah.
to eat
Not a
like Applebee's
chain.
or you
Yeah.
know. But like the place that the people who we were setting up with suggested was like we go in there and it's packed,
Everyone's there.
packed.
Everyone in the town is all
Everybody,
there.
and they're in their finery,
Yeah.
and they're all getting out of their F1, F250s, F350s, because it's
Oh
all
my
trucks,
God.
all trucks. And I was like, oh, I want a truck. And so we didn't get to eat at the local place that everybody suggested. We just went to a Ruby Tuesday down the road, which was fine because we all got big old steaks.
There you
And
go.
oh my God, and what was wild about this experience, and why I'm telling you this long drawn out story, not just to eat up time, but why I'm telling you the story is because the four of us sat there. We did have a really incredible meal, and it was the company and the fun, and and one of the nice things about doing this project and bringing new people in to do it is that we all end up afterwards being very grateful. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
everybody who does it has a kind of a little spiritual, at some degree of spiritual experience when they do
Yeah.
it. We all sat there in our gratitude and eating, and we were hot. I mean, like my whole like my face is full of salt, because like I'm just disgusting, and we're all in there, and we were sitting there, and we do, the four of us were cheersing each other, cheersing.
Cheersy.
I'm gonna say cheersing. I'm
Cheersy.
gonna own that.
Cheersy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I stand.
yeah, and and one of the guys kind of mentioned, that like it was his first time like eating out at a restaurant in sobriety
Yeah.
in years. And I'm like, I've done it a few times now. I've eaten out, in recovery, so
Hmm.
it didn't really dawn on me how profound it could be for other people. And it was like that was a really profound moment to me, that here he is, we were having fun, we're relaxing, we just done something really incredibly awesome, fun, and I said we'd be back by 4, we were back at 9
Oh
because
yeah. First of all, if Nathan tells you a timeline, you already know to double it.
well, okay, so back in my day,
See what had happened
what
was that's
happened
what
was,
I heard.
so my friends used to call it Nathan Standard Time. Now, with Nathan Standard Time, that could be usually 2 hours after,
Yeah.
but sometimes 2 hours before.
Okay.
So Nathan Standard Time was a pretty big
That
window.
is a big window.
Yeah, I stand by that.
I've got black people time, so if you tell me if you want me to be somewhere at 7, tell me like 6, possibly 5:45, because then in my mind I'm like, if I arrive 30 minutes after said time, then I'm fashionably late, you know?
Right. I never want to be the first to arrive at an
No,
event. No.
never. And then who all
No.
is going to look at you when you walk in with your amazing outfit?
Thank you.
Duh.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
Well, and then I gotta sit there and awkwardly talk, and
Yeah,
and
no.
actually as a host, and I've hosted so many parties, like I don't want people to arrive on time
No.
because I'm always at the last minute going, oh
Yeah.
my god, again, and then I gotta talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, get out of my face. I'm trying to finish up, or get out of my face. Like I just finish stressing the f out over all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Like, let me
You know?
chill. I feel
Yeah.
like so when we went to the conference last week, that was really,
Oh
really
yeah.
fun. It was really good. I honestly thought I was gonna have a panic attack. So we had to go to this like dinner, which I was like, okay, like there's gonna be a full course meal, whatever, whatever. No, it was kind of like cocktail service style,
Yeah.
and everyone was walking around, and that's literally, I feel like my realm of purgatory is like having to small talk with people constantly and not having a way out. And I was just like amazed. I'm like, Nathan just does this with ease. He's just like, oh yeah, oh ha ha, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, I'm having a full blown. I had like my little facial mist spray that I had to spray myself with. It's like, but we made it through. I made it through.
Yeah. That's I don't know what that is because I definitely have it's I, it's I guess it's a skill, but it's also I I don't know what that is for me. I know I'm sitting here struggling, but I know what you're talking about because I
Yeah.
am that way, and I recognize that in myself, and it's not something like I go and I'm like, oh, I got to be that way. Like I want to
No.
go do that.
No, it's just natural. It comes
It,
naturally to
it
you.
does, and I think that's a product of my anxiety.
Okay.
Like I'm like, well, partially it's the fear of missing out. So I'm like,
Okay.
oh wait, what are they talking about over there? What are they doing? Hey, wait, they're doing something over there. What they got? Wait, what's going on? Like I'm bored with you. I already know you. You're done. Bye bye.
You're done.
And
Goodbye. I
that's
need new
I need
things to
new things. Yeah, I need
acquire.
all the new stuff.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, but it's also like you know, I am very intentional. Like that was a work party and it was fun, but I'm
Yeah.
also very intentional when I go. I'm like, all right, what are the things yes, I'm thinking of work. Yes, I want to
Mhm.
have fun and relax, but also like, frankly, I would rather, if I'm being completely honest, I'd rather be sitting in my bed watching
Mhm.
an episode of Futurama, or watching some, Midsummer Murders because I love me some, atmospheric, you know, countryside British. We talk about this murder mysteries because I'm silly, and like that would be like ideal for me. And
Yeah.
doing those things, yes, it's a skill set, and yes, like I do enjoy it and making the connections, but you know I am very intentional when I go to those things. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
who are the people I need to hit? What am I? What information am I trying to gain?
Yeah.
And that's
It's so weird though, because
yeah.
it's like for me, small talk is so exhausting. And it's like I'm grasping at just air. But like when I am like, okay, this person, like Gary Taylor, like I was like, oh, I know I want to speak to you about. And it's like I have to go so full blown, like, what's your opinion on extraterrestrial life? Or like, just like, just I can't do like
Wait,
the
did you
whole.
do that?
No, I
Oh, I was like, wait,
didn't.
hold
No,
on.
I was like, okay, what do you think about like racial inequality and within recovery? But like it's like I can't, it's like a deep bam. It's not like, oh hey,
A
like how
deep
was
bam.
like it's like a oh like going for the kill. It's never like but having to be like, oh hey, yeah, and what do you do? What's your name? Oh awesome. Like where are you guys located? It's like, okay, like what is your opinion on this heavy matter that is pressing my mind right
Well,
now?
for those who are listening and are watching right now, Gary was that his name?
Gary Taylor.
Gary. I
Yeah.
keep calling him Gary Miller. Gary Taylor. You want to tell him what that was about? And that was from the
Oh
conference.
my
Yeah.
gosh. I want him to come be on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, he's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Did Darian email yet?
Darian. I don't know if he did talk to him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, so Gary Taylor, he's a therapist and he's done like all these different types of therapy, like from crisis therapy to regular clinical therapy to like addiction services. And he specifically was talking about how we can create safe spaces and recognize racial inequality, like from the experiences that African Americans have had, the Black community has had with mental health services and the police, and how we can try to gain trust because there's a lot of mistrust there. And so I mean I was blown away. I was really um and you kept saying intentional, and like you go in with intention, and he was talking about that, how you have to practice and put intention within your practices at work, especially when you deal with a community that has had a lot of negative experiences as their first experiences or only experiences when it comes to mental health services, or police officers. And that just really like struck a chord with me. I was really interested in how his delivery was very personal. It was personal and like direct. It made a point, but I also feel like sometimes when black people, when we talk about things like inequality, like racial issues and inequality that happens within different social realms or professional realms, I feel like sometimes we make white people in the audience feel uncomfortable, or like it might have struck like a weird chord with them. But I didn't I feel like he was very good at delivering his message and um making people understand like this is just kind of like a systematic thing. It's not necessarily anyone's fault. But how do we go about creating a safe space even though these things have happened in the past? So I felt like, and I felt like a lot of people, the audience as a whole, really was touched by what he was saying. So I was really impressed by his approach with that.
I can appreciate that.
Hmm.
I there was so much good stuff that came out of that
I
conference.
know.
And I tell you, like that intentionality. I did. So I don't know if you had the opportunity to do it beforehand. You may not have. But they gave me the thing in advance, and I you probably didn't have it because I
Oh, the
probably didn't.
schedule? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I did look.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I had mapped out, and I kind of assumed we would be in different rooms. So like I kind of mapped out,
Yeah, me
but
too.
um that worked out beautifully.
Yeah.
And Tom, if you're listening, it's funny because I just got an email from Tom. But Tom, if you're listening, and I know you're probably not, but dude, that was an amazing conference.
It
I got
was.
so
It
much
was
out of
great.
everything, and I got things out of the conference I didn't expect. So
Mhm.
like I hadn't planned for most of the day. On the first day I hadn't planned, but the intentionality one I
That
had.
first
But
day was
ooh,
fuego, straight
yeah.
fuego.
I love anybody who makes me think
Mhm.
and makes me uncomfortable, or makes me wonder, why does that not sit well with me? What is,
Yeah.
and Gary, I want to say Miller, Gary
Taylor.
Taylor didn't he didn't make me, I didn't feel, I hear what you're saying, and
Mhm.
I I think I feel what you're saying. Like I think that's how I feel. I wasn't I was uncomfortable, but I wasn't uncomfortable like,
Like he can't be talking about me. No. Mm-mm.
well,
No.
no, but what it makes, anytime that anytime I'm in a situation where somebody is saying, things that are challenging the system and challenging, I'm like, and anything that makes me feel uncomfortable, like I'm grateful for, because I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, how can I do better? How can I, and it wasn't like he was saying, okay, you know what, this is messed up and you were to blame and you're to blame. Like you said,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we can work on this, we can work on this. And the way to work on it, in my little humble opinion, is making sure that, hey, intentionality, what does that mean? Talking about these things.
Mhm.
There was a really important question that I think the one that Tom asked, or asked it, that we never really kind of got
I
answered, but
remember
it's like,
this.
yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about this, and I'm
Mhm.
glad we did, because it was like, Tom, who is a cisgender white male, said, well, he was asked in a different group, what qualifies you to help a black person,
Mhm.
you know, and we talked about a lot of things. I don't think we actually got to an answer for that, but
Mhm.
what it did was it sparked a conversation between us,
Yeah.
and I'm glad it did, because obviously there's certain things that I'm not going to have an experience for, and as a, within the context of this conference was about peer recovery specialists, so peers in recovery, or, well, it was about research, but peers in recovery helping other peers,
Mhm.
in the context of that, you know I'm not going to have all the answers, and I'm certainly not going to have all the same experience as anybody else. My best way of being of service to the next person is to have resources and to work,
Yeah.
with other people, so that we can approach situations, problems, opportunities, challenges, from multiple angles.
Yeah.
you know, and get to the root of things. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciated Mecca and her,
Oh my God. She
oh,
was Mecca. If you are listening ever, we love you. I love you. You are a style icon,
and she
girl.
wore that
Oh,
orange jacket
and you
at the
wore the
end.
orange
Oh,
jacket.
I loved it too.
Oh,
That's my second favorite color.
yeah, that was, it was,
Mm.
oh, yeah,
I would.
killing
Ooh.
it. I felt like I had to inherently step my game up the second day. Like Nathan was like, "Are you trying to be at best dressed today?" I was like, "Oh, just had to do a little something, something. Had to, had to." Mecca, thank you.
I did. I felt attacked in her group. I did.
She's
I
like,
felt attacked.
You guys are just all. If basic is okay with you, basic's okay with you, but I'm not basic." And I was like, "Oh, neither am I." God.
So for those listening, Mecca is a therapist,
Yeah.
and but she was also, what was she? Richmond's most stylish person
Yeah.
a few
In
years
Style
ago.
Weekly. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she brings her style, and her sense, her as part of her authentic self. It's her authentic self she's bringing to the table, and I
Mhm.
love people who express themselves that way. I'm also a person who believes that, you know. Maybe because I am so gray these days, that we can express ourselves without having to be, without not having to be. There are other ways to express ourselves if they're not necessarily with fashion.
Yeah.
And I love that because she really did make me think. And I happened to be, sitting there in a gray sweater with a gray shirt, wearing a dark blue
Yeah.
tie and black
Yeah.
slacks, and I'm thinking, man, I'm being attacked. And then I'm like, it's funny because I think I told you I had cleaned out. I've been in the process of cleaning out my stuff from my mom's basement, and all of that stuff from the basement is all from most of those clothes I bought when I lived in Florida.
Mm,
And when I was living in Florida 10 years ago, I was a much different person, style wise, dress
mhm.
wise. Like I was very, I wouldn't say very flamboyant, I suppose, but I mean, certainly flamboyant. You can get anybody. It's more colorful down there,
Yeah.
and it's just part of living in the sunny, Southwest Florida. And I worked at a botanical garden. I did events,
Oh
so
yeah.
it's like,
You had the
yeah.
flexibility.
Our biggest fundraiser was a luncheon for all these billionaire wives,
Oh, that was
to wear
probably
hats. It was called Hats in the
fabulous.
Garden. Oh my
Oh my
god,
God.
it is. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was expected to be sort of flamboyant and colorful, and I enjoyed that. That was
Yeah.
certainly a part of my identity then. But I would also say that, going to a conference and wearing a gray shirt, and a gray sweater with a dark tie and dark slacks, that's my authentic self.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I dress for what I want to be for the day. Like some days,
Mm.
like that second day of the conference, like I want to look like a am I a student? Am I like the young hot TA? Like you'll never know. You'll never know. Am I a researcher? Like when I put these glasses on, you guys, you don't understand. I feel like a whole nother person, you know? And but then some days like tomorrow, my outfit tomorrow is really cute. Like just you
You
wait
have your
here.
outfit for tomorrow.
Yes, I do. I was
Choosing.
gonna wear it today, but then it was a little too warm to wear it today. But tomorrow it'll be like 10 degrees
Oh,
cooler.
is it? Oh,
Yes.
good. I got some new sweaters to wear
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. I got a really cute outfit, so I just feel like it's different. Like, I don't know. And also, to be honest, within like the recovery realm, I feel like people kind of not look down, but sometimes other outside people don't take us as seriously. And like, I want to be taken seriously. Like, if I'm talking to you and if I'm talking about a pressing matter, like issues within the black community and addiction. Like I want you to listen to me,
Yeah.
And sometimes that sucks, but sometimes we got to dress it up and be like, "Look, I can dress to be in a room with you and I can look better than you." You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's a
Mm.
competition, but it's always a competition. I'm always going to win. You know? I just want you to know.
I love it. I love it. But and but that conference. That's funny because the whole conference was research to recovery. It was about
Yeah.
research and recovery, and so what had the potential in my mind, because I had I went to a few of the sessions in 2019. I guess that was the last time it
The
was in
last
person.
time,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it was pretty fresh. Here, I mean, I was here a year, but I was fresh in this job. So,
Mhm.
and I remember we. I do remember one of the sessions, and I was like, "Man, y'all, that I was pissed." Tom was pissed, um, uh, but that's a whole story. But
Oh, you can't do that. You
well, no,
see
no,
what
it
he
wasn't.
just did?
The session was all about these guys mapping overdoses, and from just me saying that, like, oh, that sounds like a great idea, and it's like, well, now wait a second, because they're mapping overdoses, and this is a political thing. I don't really want to get too political on this.
Okay.
It's just one of those. Well, wait a second. We're addressing it from a we're addressing it from a public safety and not a public health issue, and that's where we had the
Uh,
issue. So winning,
okay.
Ashley, I love it. Thank you,
Okay.
Ashley. Good to see you. And
Bunny.
Bunny, what is that next? Is that a little piece of pizza? Oh no, that's
No,
a.
it's like a heart smiley.
Oh my god, I need new glasses
Yeah.
because that looks like pizza.
Are you still hungry, Nathan?
No. Oh my
Okay.
god, I ordered a chicken Caesar and I don't think there was any greens in that Caesar. It was all chicken.
That sounds good to
It was
me.
delicious.
Hmm.
But anyway, long story short, so too late. We were at the conference. John and I were there. I think it was just the two of us, John Schinholzer and
Hmm.
I. And Miss America was there. Well,
Mm.
she was a VCU student, a nursing student. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, yeah, she may still be. Anyway, so she was there, and part of that, and we took pictures and blah blah blah, and we I don't even know that we had a table. I don't remember what we did
Mm.
with that because I wasn't there the whole time. So I'm glad we got to do that and kind of
Yeah.
be a part of that. That especially because research can say when I hear research I think dry, and it
Yeah, but
was
it
not
was not
dry.
dry at
Uh.
all.
Mm-mm.
I was like, okay. And then also it was kind of cool to see a lot of like these researchers with so much like fire and
Yeah.
like passion
Yeah.
and it was just I don't know if they were necessarily closely affected by addiction or but it was really nice to see that,
Yeah.
you know.
I was I I really do not have any brain cells today. They are
They're
fried.
gone. They
They're gone.
gone.
They're gone.
They
I
gone.
ate too much, so all the blood's in my
Look,
stomach.
they sleep.
They sleep. You sleep. Um. uh, I'm with you on that, though. The researchers definitely had a lot of passion, and part of me wants to know where that comes from,
Yeah.
and also, like, at the same time, like, I don't want the doctor who's operating on me to be all emotional and stuff. You know what I mean?
True. And it could just be that they are passionate because it is just as important as all this other stuff.
Maybe.
You know? Like they could
Yeah.
just be like, okay, well, this is a public health crisis.
Yeah.
And just like um COVID-19 or, any other, maybe that's why. But
Yeah.
yeah, you certainly don't want someone like crying as they're about to,
Yeah.
slice you open. That'd probably be not ideal,
Right, right.
you
I know.
know?
Anytime I watch like an emergency room drama or some kind of hospital drama, and I see all these doctors and nurses screaming at each other and getting like, "Oh my God,
But like you
stop it!
gotta
How are
but
you
you
not
gotta think about it,
fired?"
like you got to be there's no way that all these surgeons are like just detached creatures. I mean, like they have to. I mean, can you imagine what the never mind, but the home life would be like? Like if
Ah,
they were just like, yes, today
yeah.
I had open heart surgery with this um is will the chicken be ready in 17 minutes? And like I feel like they've got to have some type of emotions, you know.
What- So tell me. So May's coming up. We got a whole bunch of things. We've got a golf tournament.
Yes.
So what is that all about?
So we have our annual McShin golf tournament,
Yeah.
May 19th. It's on a Thursday at Hanover Country Club. So this is like a really big fundraising event for us. If you are interested in being a hole sponsor, course sponsor, putting green sponsor, any type of sponsor, let us know. Send us a little inquiry. We might still have the link up on our Facebook page. But stop,
I'm
stop
laughing. I'm
laughing.
laughing because Justin's belly is talking to us.
Oh my god. But the most important part is I think we are gonna have really cute outfits. I'm kidding. I'm kidding you guys, but I do have a really cute outfit planned for the golf
I bet
tournament.
you do. I
Yeah.
bet. I bet.
Yeah.
Are you golfing?
No.
No.
I don't know how to golf. I mean,
No.
I know how to like drive, you know? Like I
That's how
can
you drive?
no, I'm like really good at top golf when it's like aiming ish mid-level. I just don't have the patience for it. They're like I hate putt putt. Like I hate it. Like I refuse to play. I get angry. I'm very competitive and doing little it's exhausting. Like why is looking at this tiny little ball and it's mentally draining and I just don't see the fun in it, but that's okay.
I once the ball is hit, I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm blind. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
yeah.
like I'm staring at the sun. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over there now.
Like
Okay.
I definitely um
People love golf.
I know my dad loves golf. My brother
Yeah.
golfs too.
Old people love
I'm
golf.
like, Tony, you are the only
Am I
black
being?
guy I know that
I'm
golfs.
being ageist. I am being ageist.
My brother's not old.
But I said old people love golf.
Yeah,
But I'm being ageist by saying that.
you are.
Yeah.
Do you love golf?
No, I'm not old. Are you
I'm
calling me
kidding.
old? Girl.
Did you see what I did there? No.
Girl.
But older people do love golf because it's not a very inclusive sport. It's
Yeah.
very, it's kind of I don't know. Like literally my brother is the only black guy I know that golfs.
Hmm.
Which Tony Middleton, why are you not playing in our golf tournament?
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Tony.
Tony,
Tony.
if you hear
Come
me,
on. Go play some golf.
what you hiding for?
But yeah, so like it's a golf tournament. It'll be fun. It
It
will be
will
a
be
lot of
fun.
fun, and it'll fundraise. It'll be raising money
Yeah.
for individuals to come to the McShin Foundation and participate. What else we got going on in
We
May?
have a really big on May 22nd. We have a renaming ceremony out with the Women's Intensive House.
Oh, that's been gonna.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
gonna
didn't
be
know.
called
Oh.
The Brenna House. So like the men's house is called Scott House, named after Scott Zabrowski. He was a McShin alumni. But Brenna LaFleur was part of McShin before, and she passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
So we'll be renaming the women's house after Brenna.
Oh, that is sweet.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we raise a lot of funds, and then we will have a Brenna fund as well for scholarships for them.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the ceremony we had here for renaming the Scott House.
Hmm.
And every once in a while, if anybody I know, like Justin and I know people that from the before times,
Oh yes,
back in the before times. But before it was Scott House, and so every once in a while,
you hear
I'll
someone,
say Dumbarton.
yeah, and you're like, no,
No, well, no, I know what you're talking about.
I know.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, it's gonna take a while for you to stop saying Chesterfield.
I don't even think I say Chesterfield a lot. I think I say the girls. You know the girls.
Uh,
You know those girls. You know them girls. Yeah,
there was a men's house first.
I know. I don't know what you guys were thinking about that. Having guys that far away.
Well,
No.
there was another house. I don't know where in Chesterfield it was, but it wasn't that close. But there was another women's house in Chesterfield when I got here originally.
Yeah.
But we did get rid of that.
But the women's like I think that the Chesterfield house being a women's house is like very fitting. It's like got all this land, they've got a garden, they've got chickens, they're talking about getting goats. Goats are so cute.
They had
They're
horses there.
they did. I
Yeah.
They had horses when I originally went there too, but then they said that they were taking them because people kept petting them outside of the pet times. But like if you've got some cool horses just there,
I mean,
why do I
they're
need to
horses.
sign up for a slot to pet the horses?
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. Well, we have chickens now.
Yeah, we've got chickens and they are very very friendly.
And are you serious?
Yes, they try to hop in the truck all the time when I go out there. They're like, "Hey, I'm coming with you." And I'm like, stop playing with me. And they'll follow you. Like the second they see someone walk out the door, they're like, oh, hey. And they all like come running towards you.
Wait, are the chickens in a pen?
They are free. So they like
They're
sleep in the
free
pen, but
range?
they let them out all day.
Like
Yeah.
in the yard? Like they don't have a
Yeah.
fence or anything?
No. I mean they have a fence, but they
Okay.
like hop out of them.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I
And
want
they
I want you to bring a chicken up here.
oh my
Like bring your
gosh.
friendliest chicken up for the day.
I don't know. They're all really
Well,
friendly.
bring a
Except for
couple.
one. There's like one rooster and
He's a real cock.
yeah. But there's another one.
Did you hear what I said there?
Yeah.
You got two roosters?
Two roosters. One of them is a little spicy.
I heard. Well, weren't there three?
No, there was two, and Melanie was supposed to take the mean one.
That's what I. Yeah. I
No,
thought there
she
was
didn't take it.
Oh.
He just kind of learned his place. He learned that nobody was gonna
You know how to
he would
fix that, right?
kick him.
You go to McDonald's, you get yourself a 20-piece of chicken McNuggets, and you go out there and you're like, dip it in your teriyaki or your I like the barbecue sauce,
I
sweet and
would,
sour.
I would throw it at them, and
Make
and
'em-
then after it
Oh
pecks
my
at it, I'd be like, "You're eating yourself."
cannibal chickens.
And they know English. They do. They do. I swear. I swear. They are the most personable chickens I've ever seen in my life.
So to wrap this up, because we need to land this plane, and because because I want to talk and talk and talk, but I've had yeah. Um,
To wrap this up, it's about to be warm weather, summer. That means people get outside, get some sun. If you are feeling all depressed, literally sit in the sun. It does wonders, you know?
yeah.
Gather around with
Put
some
some sunscreen
friends.
on.
Please put sunscreen on. I mean, I don't use sunscreen. On my face I do.
Well, yeah. I don't use sunscreen, but on my face I do. I mean,
On my face, just my face right
yeah.
here. Cuz I got sunburn one time and I was like, "I thought this was for white people." And I was like, "This is terrible."
Well, you got some magnifying glasses on your head too, so
I know.
isn't that just like
Yeah.
I just love how you put it right at the tip of the nose too.
Because my
I
lashes
know.
are like, if I do this.
That's insane. Oh my god, that is hilarious.
It's kind of like, okay.
You smash those eyelashes.
Yeah.
Mm,
But it's,
mm.
it's for a vibe, you guys.
Oh, it's a total vibe.
I'm
Listen,
like looking. Do I look like I'm judging you really hard?
always,
Mm,
always.
mm.
I mean, it's insane those natural lashes of yours.
I know. They really need to be refilled. It's okay though. For my birthday.
Do you get them like braided in or something?
Not braided. Not braided.
I don't know. How do you?
I don't know. You just lay there, and then 2 hours later, you wake up from a nap, and you are beautiful.
Wait a second. It takes 2 hours to get those eyelashes put in.
Yeah,
I have nothing else to say about that.
I take a nap. It's great.
2 hours to get your
Okay, but
eyelashes extended.
it's just like going to the hair salon. Like I remember one day when I had to go get my twist, and I told Amber, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna miss the house meeting." She was like, "Why?" I said, "I gotta get my hair done. My appointment's at 11." She's like, "The house meeting's not until 2." I said, "Have you ever been to a black hair salon?" I was done by 6 p.m.
Can you get your eyelashes done at the same time as your hair getting done?
No.
Too much. Too many people doing stuff.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Uh-uh.
Does it hurt?
What, my lashes?
Yeah.
No, I sleep. Or I talk. It depends. Depends on
Okay.
how much tea there is to spill. Yeah. Yeah.
Are we doing a movie this May?
Yes, because we had to reschedule the one for April. So
We
for
rescheduled
May,
March too, didn't we?
no, we just didn't do March. because we just did not do it, you guys.
Wait, why do we have to reschedule April?
Because
Oh wait, it would have been a couple
there's
days
the
ago.
camp. Yeah, it would have been a couple days ago, or it would have been this weekend. This weekend's the NA camp out.
Oh,
It's the whole thing.
gotcha.
Y'all have
Okay.
to get. No, I'm not going, but
Why not?
it's suggested that people go.
Oh, well, that's another fun thing to do in recovery.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys.
Yeah. Well, and the conventions too, like NAAA, they all have conventions. Those are a blast.
I went to a convention in Ocean City,
Mm.
and I will not speak on it. There were a lot of Alexander McQueen's on though.
I don't know who that is.
The brand, the shoes.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know, but I don't know why they were being worn at a convention.
what kind of a
It was very. It was a lot going on.
what's what so
It was a lot of high steppers, I'll say.
what is Alexander McQueen? What kind of shoes are those?
They're like brand. They're like high end shoes.
Like sneakers, high
Yeah,
ends?
like
Oh, okay.
yeah, sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
For
know,
women?
women or men.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. It
Alexander
was
Mc
just. It was a lot happening. There was a lot of stimulation. It was just a lot going
Well,
on.
that's fun. That's interesting because what's fun to some people, and we talked a little bit of this earlier, is not going to be fun to the another person. And so,
Yeah,
recognizing that I'm different than you
yeah.
in
I did have
recovery.
a really good time with like with dinners though, with like 10 people or something. Like that was my max, you guys. Like
Yeah.
10 people. But it was that was really fun, and it was like doing something that's out of my comfort zone. So I was happy to do it. Like I was had my sponsor there and everything. It was cool.
Yeah. I'm glad you just said that because I do think it's great to challenge. I'm always glad to challenge myself a little bit, out of my comfort zone
Hmm.
and to recognize that, what, I've challenged myself enough on this thing. It's like
Yeah.
I don't need to do that anymore.
No.
It's like,
No.
and but sometimes I have to be honest with myself. There
Hmm.
was a time when I first got into recovery. I went to this late night meeting, and after the late night meeting, it's actually kind of funny, but we would all go to a bar around the corner after the AA meeting, right? We weren't going to drink. There was a pool, tables down there,
Oh,
and
okay.
everyone's going to play pool and whatnot and hang out and kick it and whatever. And I'm just like, I didn't like playing pool when I was drinking. I
I
definitely don't
really
like this.
don't like it
Yeah,
now.
and I'm like, I'm not good. I mean, don't get it wrong. I'll do stuff when I'm not good. That's not the point. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm just not interested in
Yeah, I'm
this.
bored.
I'm bored.
I'm
I
bored.
am bored, and I'm
I'm ready
like,
to
I
go.
don't want to sit here and spend money on tacos and
Yeah.
and
I don't even want these
I'm like,
tacos. God.
they were okay tacos,
Oh.
but they were kind of pricey-ish.
Oh.
But we gotta, but I'm like, I'm just sitting there drinking ginger. I'm like, and I gotta tell you, like, I can do all that at my house for cheaper. With fewer
I'm a
people.
homebody. I love
Well,
it.
yeah, and funny enough, I actually am too,
Mhm.
right? But it's like it is getting to that point, getting to those points where it's like when I'm being honest with myself, the things that I like, things I don't like. Yes, I want to challenge myself, and yes, I want to get out of my comfort zone from time to time. And sometimes it's like, you know what, I
I'm good
I've
though.
made my peace.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
okay
good.
with that. I don't need to do this again.
I'm very good.
And that's really, finding it is what works for me,
Yeah.
what works for you, and having those relationships. You mentioned your sponsor. My sponsor happened to be at that conference,
Yeah.
so which was kind of cool. And we didn't really talk about like sponsor sponsee stuff. We actually talked about like kind of workish stuff because she works in the field too. So
Okay.
we talked work stuff. I haven't talked to her since the conference. Well, quick back and forth, but and that's cool. But fun and recovery is going to be a little different for me than it is for you. But I still
Yeah.
want to make sure that I challenge myself a little bit. Be honest with myself. It's part of the being honest part. If I don't I'm not into something, I'm not into something.
Yeah. And
Just
that's
that's it.
okay.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah. Turns out I'm not so good at cornhole. I'm not good at any kind of hand-eye coordination.
I'm not good at any of it.
Well, I have terrible eyesight.
And that's gonna be pretty big for
I
hand-eye coordination.
I
Your
I
eyes,
don't have
you know.
depth perception.
Yeah, that's
This
okay.
Yeah. And on
That's
that note, because this is the most fascinating conversation I've ever had, I know you have too.
okay.
We're at 54 minutes and 26 seconds. I think it's time to sink this ship. Did you hear what I said there?
Bye.
I didn't say land the plane. I said sink the ship. Justin
Boo
over
boo
there. All
boo
right, Justice.
boo.
Any last words?
All right, Justice. That was it.
Any last words? That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
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 Hey y'all, we'll see you on Thursday. Don't know what we're gonna do yet, but I like this theme that we got going on here. We're kind of doing the identifying the problem,
Okay.
identifying the solution, and putting that solution into action. And so that's kind of what we
Okay.
did today by talking about fun and recovery. But we kind of chill day. I needed it because my brain is all over the place,
Yeah.
as you can tell.
Hmm.
I mean, most of the time it is, but like right now, I'm being extra, and I'm already extra. So
So
like,
if anyone tells you that you're extra, Just ask them, everyone, are you even enough?
Ooh, that was a powerful thought. That I think that's a good way to
Exactly.
leave it.
Yeah.
Thank you all. We'll see you on Thursday at 2. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.